We don't miss. Yeah. We don't miss. Or he don't miss. Me don't miss. I don't miss. It's just me right now. I'm not gonna lie. There's still two of us in the studio, so we still applies, nigga. Watch your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Don't you say nothing about me crazy. I know I missed 2 weeks. But I already addressed it in an episode that I just dropped, so I'm not gonna explain it again. It's just me and this John. I got some shit coming to you. Listen, first of all, I just want to say it's a change coming to the show. I was just thinking about the LeBron and JJ Redick podcast. Them two, first of all, LeBron James is probably the greatest basketball mind ever. If he isn't he's one of 3 or 5. Like, he literally... We've seen videos of this nigga remembering play-by-play shit that happened, and not even like a high-stakes playoff game, just like from a regular season game 14 years ago. And he was like, oh yeah, and then Rondo did this and da-da-da-da-da. So we know that this nigga one of the greatest basketball minds ever. Like, he just is that. And then JJ Redick, who is freaking... One, he was a star at Duke. He played 15 years in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? You may look at him as like, oh, he wasn't one of them, but nigga... You don't realize how much more gifted these niggas are at the skill of basketball than the rest of us are. So even a nigga like JJ Redick, who for the most part in his career was a role player, he's still better than 80% of all basketball players ever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not talking about NBA basketball players. I'm talking about niggas who chose to play basketball. Like, I've played basketball in my career. Look at me. You see me? You see this? You see these? You see this? I've played basketball, so I qualify, and JJ Redick's better than me. You watching this right now. I know you just judged me when I grabbed my titties and my double chin. But listen, he's better than you too. So don't fucking judge me, you bitch ass nigga or a girl. I don't care. But yeah, me just thinking about them two doing a pod together, I'm like, bro, I'm never going to break down basketball better than them guys. Like, you could talk about the professional athletes who be on TV doing analyst shit and how they just be like on some Kendrick Perkins shit, on some Randy Moss shit, or some Keyshawn Johnson shit about as far as like, oh, they just be saying bad takes. Nigga, they still are football insiders. Like, they still always going to be way more knowledgeable about these games than me. So guess what? I'm approaching my sports pod, and whenever I address sports differently, I'm still going to give you predictions and what I think, but I'm not going to address it as like I'm just the smartest basketball analyst ever, even though I do know more basketball about more than most of y'all niggas who be talking shit. But I'm not going to make it seem like what I say is, if you want X's and O's, nigga, go to fuck what's it called? Mind the Game pod, nigga. Go to them. If you want X's and O's on, nigga, watch NFL Today. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm coming with jokes, opinions, and bullshit. Now, on to my bullshit. The first thing that I want to talk about is, I actually do want to talk about the, not necessarily the Mind the Game pod, because I love that pod. I listen to that shit every week. I watch it. Now, I can't even listen to it. I got to watch it because it's like, I fuck with it. Right? And you know me, I'm not a pod watcher. I usually listen to all of them. But whenever I get to that one, I'm like, oh, I got to say this for when I get to the crib because I want to watch them. Because they be drawing shit up too. Be drawing plays up and whatever. And also too, listen, I don't want to hear none of y'all niggas say I don't want to hear none of y'all niggas say horns down or this nigga went, no, nigga, you was never fucking addressing pick and rolls and screen setting like that, nigga. So if one of you niggas come to me and say, yeah, and if we watching the game and I see, oh yeah, no, he just ran the thumbs down and the horns up play, nigga, I'ma smack you. Don't you ever fucking say that shit to me. I swear to God. Because I know you didn't fucking know what that meant before that fucking first episode of the fucking podcast. So don't you say thumbs down, horns up to me. I swear I will punch you in your face on everything. And I said on everything, nigga, not on some things, everything. That's what I was saying. We was talking to some people earlier. Well, we wasn't really talking, but they was having a conversation around this, and they was talking about the state of podcasting and like how it's just falling off, and how niggas can't wait for niggas to just stop podding. I'm not gonna lie, kind of discouraging coming from big time podcasters with a little podcaster said, I'm sitting in the back like, yeah, no, y'all right. Fuck these other podcasters trying to make it.
That's how a lot of greats are born.
You mean? But they say iron sharpens iron. He said that's how Grace is born. But yeah, iron sharpens iron. I'm in the fucking joint with two podcast titans, and my little 177 followers. Shout out all 177 of you. Or if it's going up since this episode came out, I mean, shout out to the niggas that be talking shit to me. Shout out to the niggas who don't like my content but still fuck with it. I fuck with y'all. But anyway, no, he was saying that, and I was just and my brain instantly goes to sports pod, and because I'm like, there are smart sports podders, there are goofy ones. I plan on being a goofy one, but I be having smart takes. I don't be wrong about a lot of shit, right? But I'm just thinking, and I said this on previous pods, there is like a shift in which being a basketball fan, being a football fan, even being a UFC fan, and I feel like UFC is still kind of obscure right now because not too many niggas watch it. Like, I've over the years went from a casual to a hardcore. Now I'm kind of back to a casual, but I'm trying to get back, like, because when I was hardcore, nigga, I was watching Contender Series. I was watching Ultimate Fighter. I was obviously watching every event. That's when I had the line on Fire Sticks and shit. So I was watching all the events on Saturdays. I mean, but there is like a shift in which it's easier to learn. It's easier to become like a hardcore fan without actually watching basketball games, right? So a few weeks ago, I said that I think Victor Wembanyama is like a top 10 player. And I put it in my story, and I got mad niggas like, yo, you're crazy, you're bugging. And a few people even accused me of saying, oh, you just be seeing this shit that they be putting like on House of Highlights and Bleacher Report, and you don't really watch the games because you would know that there's other players better, right? But I turned that back around and I was like, well, I don't think y'all niggas watch San Antonio games. And the reason I say that is because San Antonio is a fucking team that's, what's their record? I think they like 17-51 or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I could pull their record up. But they're very, very, very under 500. You know what I'm saying? They are a team that is going to be back in the lottery. So I know people was not watching the Spurs. Yeah, they 19-58. Literally the worst team in the West. Literally the worst team in the West, fourth worst team in the league, right? But people wasn't, and so I can understand if a nigga say, oh, well, he can't be a top 10 player because he's literally on the worst team in the West, which is crazy because if you see the team that he has around him, you would know, like, Sham Penny. Like, come on. Like, I mean, even his starters are out. Jeremy Sohan injured, like, Keldon Johnson, like, a lot of injuries or whatever, right? But people are able to access, like, advanced stats at the flip of a dime, and they read them. And they're able to, and not only are they able to look at the stats, they're able to look at the highlights. And not only are they able to look at the highlights, they're able to look at people break down the game tape. It's this guy that I follow on the gram, and literally his whole page is like, he like, all right, so yeah, you see Jaylen Brown in this instance, he went over the screen and then he did this, and like, and he literally break down game tape, and he got 100,000, however many thousands of followers or whatever. And I'm like, damn, bro, you really could get all this information and not watch one singular game. Now, in my case right now, I literally, the playoffs is about to start. So literally every night, I was talking to you over the phone last night. Remember when I told you? We had multiple TVs up, and it was like multiple screens up and shit. Like, literally over the last week and some change, I haven't missed many games. I've been watching everything. Like, everything. You know what I'm saying? I've been seeing Jaylen Brown going crazy. I've been seeing the games where he don't go as crazy that niggas don't be talking about. You know what I'm saying? I seen when he won 11 rounds. I saw when he lost to Dallas and got his streak broken. Again, Victor Wembanyama, fucking, you know what I'm saying, 40-20 against the Knicks. Not only is that impressive, 40-20 against the Knicks, it's impressive because Jalen Brunson also had 61 points. And it kind of reminded me of that T-Mac Gilbert Arenas battle when T-Mac had 60 and Gilbert Arenas had 40 and shit. But it just shows that scoring isn't the only way where you just gonna have the upper hand on whatever, you know what I mean, on the game. And even if it isn't just the scoring, his 40 helped his team win. He had 20 rebounds. He had like 8 blocks. How many blocks he had? He had plus 5 blocks at least. I think he had 6 blocks. But he had fucking ton of blocks or whatever, right? But I'm not even here to really just break down that game. What I'm here to say is, even the games outside of that, you feel me, where they don't get posted, where he has a bad statistical night. A lot of niggas in the league can have bad statistical nights and still be very impactful on the game. I think back on Kobe's game 7 against the Celtics. He shot 6 for 24. He shot 6 for 24, but two of those 6 came in the clutch. Like I think within like the last 6 minutes of the fourth quarter. Hit some free throws. He had a positive impact on the game, even though he shot probably like 30%, 34%. And, you know, I could go back on that game and look at that game and be like, oh, well, Kobe shot bad. He didn't have a good game. And you could just say, oh, the defense carried. But it's like, and that may be true. But if I just look at a box score from, what was 2010? 14 years ago, it's going to seem that way. But if you actually watch the games, and nowadays you can watch old games on YouTube. You feel me? So a lot of people who watch these games, like who comment on things, highlight boys, I'm already knowing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, nobody really be watching the game. Nobody watches the full games. The We Done With the 90s trend is the most sickening display that I've ever seen from the internet. Because it was all fun and games when niggas was like, so the whole playing with plumbers narrative, I remember when that joint first started. It started like, I ain't gonna say first started, but I remember when it started to blow, rather, like when it started to get real big. Niggas who knew a little, niggas who knew about basketball, and they started going back into the archives to watch it. It really started. We was, because I was part of that. They was talking about like the Wilt crew and them, like Wilt, Bill Russell, Oscar Robertson, because those were guys who was actually plumbers. Like NBA just didn't pay that much, so in all seasons, the players got better jobs. Not better jobs, but they got jobs for the all season. Plumbers, contractors, firefighters, and all that shit. Then it started to shift into like, the 80s. I'm like, all right, y'all started to get a little close to the common. But the We Done With the 90s trend is so nasty now, because now it's evolved to like players in the 90s. And it's like, now y'all saying Jordan played with plumbers. Jordan played against plumbers. And I'm like, whoa, you guys are now taking it too far. And this is, to me, this is a classic example of people who know just enough about the past to make inaccurate statements about it. You know what I'm saying? It's like this. If I know you, but I don't know everything about you, but I heard just a few things about you, I could make assumptions based off of your character that I don't know the full story of. That's how I feel like now people in my generation, around my age, maybe a little older than me, a little younger than me, you know, I'm 24, so, you know, from like teenagers up to like maybe 30-year-olds, right? Saying, yo, we done with the 90s. Like they was plumbers back then. Like y'all know just enough about it. Like y'all know some of the guys, but y'all don't know that the league then and the league now is not a one-to-one comparison. And then with these all low light, I hate when I see the videos of them showing like the low lights of people who we deem stars. It's like, yo, Dominique Wilkins was a bum. And then they got like a whole compilation of him just missing like open mid-range jumpers or elbow jumpers. It's like, yeah, that happened, but you could take that of people who you think is the most skilled nigga in the league right now. A lot of people say Kyrie Irving. I guarantee you, if you look hard enough, you'll be able to find a low light comparison of him missing stuff that would seem like gimmies. And if I just clipped it correctly and put just enough in a row, you like, damn, it's Kyrie Irving. For the people who don't really know about Kyrie Irving, because if you watch the game, you know Kyrie, you know what he really on. But the people who heard about Kyrie Irving, but they don't really know about him for real, they can watch that and be like, oh, damn, this guy not as good. Y'all say he the most skilled ever? And he missing stuff like this? You can do that with anybody. So, but they don't understand that league is different. Like, there was literally a whole different rule set. Like, zone defense was illegal back then. Like, they don't even talk about how, like, you, like, trapping somebody back then, like, it wasn't, You could literally camp out in the paint. Charles Barkley literally inspired a rule. The 3 seconds to the basket. Charles Barkley just back niggas down, literally. Whole clock, lay them up at the end of the clock. You can't do that no more. You get 5 seconds with your back towards the basket. If you don't pass it off, they gonna call a foul. Jordan rules. Flagrant 2s and flagrant 1s didn't exist. So at the same time, when niggas is saying that the league was harder and tougher back then, no, it was like, no, you can just legally punch a nigga in the face and not have to worry about being out of the game. It's like, but it's subtle differences. I would say this, old heads, y'all ain't got nobody to blame but yourself, because y'all shitted on the game so much that the fury of the young niggas, now they like, y'all can suck a dick. And now they start going back and like, you talking all this, but look at your man. Look at your man Dominique. He can't even hit her. Look at Bird. I ain't gonna lie, Bird, you under review though. Because although I do believe that you was skilled, nigga, you move like a trucker. You move like a trucker. You threw your bag out, so I understood. And that's another thing too. I always look at it like this, like, and I already said this. I'm not even gonna bring it up, but like, you can't really compare the guys from back then to now, like as they are in the league. You got to take you can't take Steph Curry, who already is like one of the greatest shooters, and move him to the 80s where niggas wasn't shooting threes. You take Steph Curry as a baby, put him in the time where he would have grown up to where he'd be playing in the 80s. Then you see how good he is. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I believe if you great, you great. So your greatness is gonna translate. You're gonna adapt to the times. You're gonna become a product of your time. Maybe Larry Bird wouldn't be a wing guy. Maybe he would be Dirk Nowitzki. You know what I mean? Still able to shoot the skin off the basketball, but he's just not a forward running your offense. Maybe he's just a stationary big man that got to pull the ball down low. You know what I mean? So that's how I hate that we done with the 90s trend, bro. That shit really burning me out. But I do want to get off. Listen, first of all, too, Sixers fan, we just got our boy back. Do I think that we're going to win the chip? No. And the only reason I say that is, even though we got him healthy for the playoffs, I just feel like Joel Embiid is the type of guy where the ramp up time for him to get back in the rhythm is going to take more than 6 games. Now, we fighting for the AFC. We're in the AFC currently, and we're fighting to get out of the play-in tournament. So literally, we have 35 losses. Indiana is the 7th seed, they have 34, and Miami is the 6th seed, and they have, I think, 33 or 34 because we just beat them a few days ago, right? We got to win the game. We got to win the season out. And to be honest, I looked at our schedule, literally all gimmies. The only game that we have left that's like, of a team that's good is I think we got Orlando in like 2 or 3 games. We can beat Orlando. Orlando don't really scare me. So if we win the season out, I can see us getting that 6th seed as long as Miami also doesn't win the season, or Miami or Indiana also doesn't win the season out. But if we get to the 7th seed, I ain't mad at it, right? But I don't think the Sixers is going to win just because, one, we don't have home court advantage. We need that. We squandered our home court advantage last season, game 6 against the Celtics, when we fucking should have won that game. But we squandered home court advantage. And we need that. And then 2, ideally, when you want to do a championship run, you want to play one of the big juggernauts, if you will, in the playoffs. So to be honest, it's only one in the East. It's Boston. But Milwaukee, even though they've lost 5 or 6 right now, they still give me trepidation. Like, they still make me scary a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's still Giannis and Dame. Like, it's still Giannis and Dame. I know Doc Rivers is the ass coach. Giannis and Dame. Like, I'm never just going to look at them like, oh, yeah, well, their offensive rating isn't this. No, nigga. I don't care about that. Like, I'm never just going to look at them like, oh, yeah, we got them. But I do want to break down the 5 teams that I think are, and I'm going to do it in order. The 5 teams who I think are going to make the biggest push to win the chip. Number 1 is Denver. Denver, literally just because until they show me that they're not capable to win the chip, that's when I'll be like, oh, they can't win the chip. Until then, I'm still just got them above everybody. Number 2 is Boston. Boston, even though I think Boston is like, Boston as a team, they are the team that's vast. They're like the Joel Embiid. Like what Joel Embiid is to superstar players, Boston is that to great teams. Let me break it down. Joel Embiid, one of the most unguardable players in the league. Regular season, nope. Every time, every year, he's arguably the best player in the league in the regular season. Arguably. Like just off of production and what he does, right? Then he gets to the playoffs and it's like, oh my God, he's being lazy. Oh, he's taking bad shots. Oh, he ain't playing the same way he did in the playoffs. I mean, in the regular season, shooting percentage is down. Even his point average is down. All that. And you're like, fuck. I look at Boston as the same, but just amongst great teams. They'll be the greatest team. Oh my gosh. Kristaps Porzingis, he's using his size. He bullying niggas. He getting to the bucket. Oh, and he can shoot. Oh my gosh. He's mobile again. He moving like that first year of Dallas, those last years in New York where he was like also a defensive player of the year type player. I'm not saying he is or was, but I'm just saying like he had that type of movement to him. And then, Jaylen Brown. Right now, Jaylen Brown, Jaylen Brown never seen his handle tighter. You know what I think? He could thank Bernice Burgos for that. He been fucking that little bad chocolate bitch. That nigga left hand ain't been fucking off all season. That nigga been shooting with the efficiency. That nigga is tough. And best part about Jaylen Brown, bad dunk contest dunker, great in-game dunker. I love all his dunks in-game. And that was his problem in the dunk contest. We ain't gonna talk about that. But you know what I'm saying? Jaylen Brown, Derek White, in my opinion, the most underrated player in the league. Literally, I think he might be a top 10 point guard. But nobody will ever say that. They're going to say, Trae Young is better than... No. Trae Young don't contribute to winning the way that Derek White is. And in my opinion, Trae Young is probably a better floor raiser than him. But he don't contribute to winning. Like, on a good team, the way that Derek White would. Like, he's arguably the best defending guard in the league. He's a good shooter, and he be aggressive. Like, you watch him and he hits your favorite point guard, but and you're like, oh shit. But no. But then I say all this about the Celtics. It's like they get to the playoffs, bro. And these guys, it's like they start doing the hero ball. They start doing the Jason Tatum, got the ball for 7 seconds of the shot clock. Then he shoot a fall away 3. And that's the beauty about Jason Tatum, because he really is like that. So he fuck around and do that, and then he get hot. And then as a Sixers fan, I know, drop 50 on you in the game, 51 on you in the game 7. You saw these shit. But it ain't gonna be like that every game. You know what I'm saying? So I got Boston as number 2. Number 3, I got OKC. Literally, I swear to God. Literally the only thing that literally gives me any type of reservations about choosing OKC as the third team to potentially win the chip is literally they're young and they never been there before. Shea been to the playoffs in his first year, but he ain't make a deep run. They got eliminated first round. But that team is just they're a team that, okay, so let me say it like this. I feel like young teams go through a thing where they have to learn how to regain momentum after it's lost. I seen OKC play the Pelicans maybe a week or 2 ago, and they blew a 20-something point lead, and the Pelicans took a 5 or 6 point lead with 4 minutes left to go in the game. And then literally after that, they had that 4 point lead with 4 minutes to go in the game. They never scored again. And then the Thunder took it. So even as a young team, I really feel like the Thunder, I feel like the Thunder they figured it out. They figured a way where even if we lose it, don't struggle, stay composed. We got a guy who, no matter what shot he want to take, he can get to a spot, he can hit it. Also, too, Jalen Williams, shout out to Jalen Williams, because you know what I'm saying, same name. He is that nigga, first of all, he's going to guard your best player. He like that. 2, he can get buckets. He isn't one of those guys where, set him up. No. And it's crazy because this is his second year. He is somebody who he can take the ball with 4 seconds to go in the shot clock, do his moves, and get to a spot no matter where, and he can hit the shot. He's going to make his shot. And a lot of times with guys who guard the best player, but also is an important part of the offense where they get the buckets, they often are people who like they can gas easily. You know what I'm saying? Like Jimmy Butler used to have the reputation of being an Iron Man. Now Jimmy Butler can't play over 50 games in a year, right? He also was among the league leaders every year in minutes. That's what made Jimmy Butler so special in the days that he played. Kawhi Leonard also was like that, but the thing about Kawhi Leonard, he always did not always did load management, but when he became a star, like a prime offensive player, like option on his teams, that's when he started doing the load management. And in the time he did it, his last year in San Antonio, he got injured, never played a full season or close to a full season after that, even though he's been playing a lot this year, to be honest, right? But Jalen Williams is somebody who, because usually with the elite defender, they'll put him on like the second best defender. Only in certain spots where they put their best defender on the best offensive player. He actually spends minutes where he's guarding that player from start to finish of the game and is still imposing his will offensively. I love Jalen Williams, bro. Not a lot of all the attention go to Chet because he's the tall one. He's the one that's got the rivalry with Wemby. Shea is Shea. So obviously, he always gonna get all the attention. But a lot of people don't really talk about Jalen Williams, and he probably is the X factor. What happened to Lou Dort? Remember when Lou Dort was like the he was like the LeBron stopper. He was supposed to be the prime. He was supposed to be that prime aspect, asset. Like everybody wanted to get their hands on Lou Dort, and I feel like people forgot about him. But guess what? He's still a good shooter. Obviously from three, and he's still locked down on defense. Like, niggas just forgot that he exists. And that's the benefit that the Thunder have with the team that they've built. Like, these niggas got everything that you want besides a big man after Chet. Like, as soon as Chet go to the bench, like, they are small. Other Jalen Williams, shout out him because he spelled his name like me. That's my man. He's 6'9". You know what I'm saying? He ain't really, if a team got a big, they gonna abuse him. But the thing about them is, even though they're small, you really can't bully them for real. Like, you can't little boy them. Like, they just got, even beyond their size, bro, they have like a mentality, bro. Like, they guards rebound, Josh Giddey rebound, Shea rebound. Like, you know what I'm saying? They just don't let you like little boy them. They won't let you put your palm on their head and shake it like a little. There you go. They won't let you do that. Number 4. And this might surprise y'all. Dallas. I know. Niggas like, what? You tripping? OKC. I'm saying Dallas. Listen, I just want to take you back. 2020 bubble. Luka, Kristaps Porzingis. All right. The whole year is, either the Lakers or the Clippers. The Clippers are the Lakers. The Lakers are the Clippers. Clippers are the Lakers. They going to win the chip. It's going to be a matchup in the Western Conference Finals between the Lakers and the Clippers. And yes, for the people who know, they like, what you talking about? You stupid as shit. Them niggas got eliminated in the first round. Luka Doncic made his first playoff appearance that year. Listen to me. He was giving them niggas smoke. And let me tell you this. They went up at one point in that series. They were up 2-0. Or was that the second series? It don't matter because I'm going to get to that series afterwards. Point being, that series was tied 2-1. That series was 2-1, I think, in Dallas's favor at one point. Kristaps Porzingis had his best season as a Dallas Maverick at that point. And he was fresh off that injury. He missed a year. He came back. The whole season, he wasn't really like that. But then in that playoff series, he was playing like he was supposed to. Defensively, like that. Again, 21 a game. He gets injured, I think, in game 4. Clippers, immediately, they win the last 3 straight. Beat the Mavs 4-2. A lot of people just looked at it as Luka Doncic's coming out party as far as playoffs. But not many people looked at that as anything beyond like, yeah, the Clippers just beat the Mavericks. Because nobody like to talk about injuries after they happen. I want to tell you this now. If Kristaps didn't get hurt in that series, they was winning that. I just want to say that. The following season, they meet the Clippers again. Clippers go up 2-0 and they beat the Clippers in their home arena twice. And they basically was going home court advantage, but reverse. So the home team was losing every game, and then they went to a game 7 at the Clippers home. Clippers beat them. And then let's go to the following year after that. The year that I think the year after Milwaukee and Phoenix. So Milwaukee, they get Chris Paul. Phoenix get Chris Paul. They the first seed, 64 wins. Yo, D-Book talking heavy the whole season. Luka say, yo, everybody talking crazy when they up. It ain't the same story when they down. Game 7. Luka and them destroy Phoenix. At one point they was up 50-something. At one point they was up 50-something points. Killed them boys. I watch for the people who watch Mikael Bridges. Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart's podcast. Yeah, Mikael Bridges doing. They still talk because they homies. They still talk about that shit to this day. I just want to say Luka Doncic in the playoffs is a different animal, and he's already arguably the second or third best player in the league right now. And then you got Kyrie Irving, who been controversy free this year. No things holding him back. Motherfucker is spry. How he get more energy in Ramadan? This nigga start dunking. When he catching oops, this nigga Kyrie Irving banging shit right now. He going crazy. And I don't want to say he only gets better in the playoffs because literally the last 2-3 times he was in the playoffs, not really that great. But I've already explained this. He always works better as the second best player on a great team. And I think he's just lined up to be perfect for them. And they got a decent team built around them. I love the when they got Daniel Gafford, because they still got Derek Lively off the bench. He's been in and out of the lineup. So hopefully they get him healthy. Fully healthy for the playoffs. But they got Daniel Gafford. They got PJ Washington. I know he's like a meme on the internet because he had the baby with Brittany Renner, but he's still a valuable player. Nice stretch for. He do some valuable things for them. And they got heat check niggas. They got Tim Hardaway. They got I like Josh Green. They got some guys. They may be one perimeter defender away, to be honest. But I ain't gonna sleep on them. That's why they my 4. And my number 5, I know you're going to hate me for this, but I got to say the Lakers, bro. I know this shit sound crazy. One, the Lakers are 9-1 in the last 10. I'm looking at it right now. Last 10 on NBA. They 9-10 and they on a 4-game win streak. And they look like they about to catch the New Orleans Pelicans for the 7th seed. They only 1 game up on them on the win column, half game back. The Pelicans lost 4 in a row, and the Lakers won 4 in a row. So it look like they're gonna get the 7th seed. Never mind, because I'm looking at the standings as they are. If they get the 7th seed, say they get the 7th seed and they win in the play-in tournament to get the 7th seed, Denver is right there. They're not beating Denver, but let's say they don't match up with Denver in the first round. I got the Lakers, bro. They got LeBron James, who I would never count out. Even though he's not the LeBron James of 5 years ago, Anthony Davis has been on a mission. He's definitely the best, obviously the second best center in the league this year. Joel Embiid missed too much time, so I'm not even counting him because he's been out. But Anthony Davis is the second best center in the league all year, bro. They hitting the right strides at the right time. I do think that they have the components to be a championship team. They have a 1, they have a 2. They got shooters, they got length, and they got guys that can bully. Now they just need to. Here you go. Don't look at me like that. And they got niggas that can bully niggas. They got a squad that can really bully niggas. I know niggas probably saying, "Oh, you tripping? Why not the Clippers?" The Clippers had that run where they got James Harden and they lost 5 in a row. Then they went on a streak where they went 24-3. After that, for them, it's been 50. They've been at 500. No, listen, everybody went crazy for the Clippers when they went on that long ass streak. It's all about narratives when you watching the league, bro. When you keeping up with the league through the internet or whatever, and you don't be watching the games, it's all about the narrative that they put on the social medias. After the clip, because I still see people saying, "Yo, the Clippers gonna be in the finals." Nigga, first of all, Russell Westbrook, without him, they have been suboptimal. Let me say that. They have not been running their offense the same. Zubac been in and out. They've been trying to replace him with Mason Plumlee. But he's good. But Zubac, the pick and roll, the 1-5 pick and roll with him and James Harden, it was just hitting on a different cylinder. Like they was moving, they was getting shit rocking. It ain't really been the same. Their defensive efficiency, bro, they've been ranked like 25th. The fuck is first? 5th, 25th. Like they're a bottom third of the league as far as their defensive rankings. Like they not hitting on it. Like I know that nobody been talking about it on House of Highlights or nobody been talking about it. You know what I'm saying, for the people who really been watching, y'all notice the Clippers been a 500 team ever since like a little right after that that little spree where they went like 25-3 or some shit when they went on a 30-game sample size, and they did look unstoppable. But now they will return that. And even beyond that, forget all the defensive efficiency shit, the 1-5 pick and roll, Kawhi Leonard, forget all of that. The Clippers, for the last 3 years, they always fall into this habit of, we just going to pick it up in the playoffs. Like, a lot of times we be getting into like these number things and we be forgetting the human aspect of basketball. You can't just lackadaisically do whatever you're doing, and then the moment that it needs to be done at the highest level, just jump right back into how you were doing it. I just spoke about the Lakers and how I believe that they are like the 5th likely to make a deep run in the playoffs because it's at the time they making a run at the right time in the playoffs. Like you have to start gearing up. And I always say this. I always bring shit back to the Giants. I'm a Giants fan, and I seen the Giants win 2 Super Bowls off of we got hot as fuck in the last 3-4 weeks of both our championship runs. Look them up. We got hot as fuck in our last 3-4 weeks of the season, head into the playoffs with the wild card game because we were a wild card both times. Win the wild card game, get the team off the bye, beat the team off that was off the bye. Now we in the conference championship game, and it's like now we got so much momentum. We just won 6 games in a row going back to the regular season, and now we won the championship game. You know what I'm saying? I remember we played San Francisco, and that was 2012. Played San Francisco, beat them in overtime, field goal kick. Then we playing the Patriots in the Super Bowl. Now it's like we here. Anything is possible. It's one game. Like, so that's the problem with the Clippers. Like the Clippers never put those into motion right when it's time to go. They just think they going to hit the playoffs. Oh yeah, that's Kawhi, that's PG, that's James Harden. We got good role player. No, on paper, like of course that's what it would be. Practicality, that's not how humans work. I'm not like, sometimes you gotta look at the game on a human aspect, bro, on everything. You know what I'm saying? Time. And speaking of human aspects, say no. But I'm off the lead. That was my 5. That was my 5, and I'm off the lead right now. I do want to talk about this nigga Jonte Porter. Now I'm getting into jokes. I just rambled your head off about all this shit. Now I want to get into jokes. Jonte Porter. Did you hear about this, bro? The nigga who he was a bench player in the Toronto Raptors, and he just got caught up in the NBA investigation about betting on himself in the league. So it's this nigga Jonte Porter, bro. This nigga, first of all, he was betting on himself in the league, right? But he wasn't betting like to score overs. He was betting the unders on himself. So it's this little compilation going around of him scoring, right? And he was shooting the ball crazy, and he banked the shot in. And it seemingly looked like, I don't know if they cut it together to make it look like that, but it looked like he was mad that he made the shot, bro. When I tell you I'm mad, I'm fucking dying. I'm like, bro, you want some nut shit? Not because you fucking gambled yourself for the under, but because you wasn't selling the Discord to get a tape. Like, nigga, you should have made an anonymous Discord, yo. If you going to fuck the league over, let a few niggas, let us profit. Let me come up off you fucking intentionally throwing games, nigga. Why the fuck you ain't, you know what I'm saying? I get DMs every fucking day where they like, oh, this person has invited you to a channel. You ever see the shit? Yeah. Yeah, nigga, invite me to a broadcast. Give me the unders. Give me the Jonte Porter unders, nigga. Like, what the fuck? Bro, and that's how he got caught, bro. Because this dumbass nigga, so he's a no-name player, bro. Even in the... He getting some tick to where they put them... No, he don't barely get any tick, though. He gets low. That's how they caught this dumbass nigga, bro. Because, I feel like most of these niggas be having a little bread. They give it to a cousin. Yo, make this account. I mean, I'm gonna put a little 20 down on me. You know what I'm saying? Whether they do overs or unders, I'm not sure, right? But if this is the thing, if Kevin Durant, Joel Embiid, Steph Curry, if an account randomly puts $50,000 on this nigga to do whether it be over or under, it's not suspicious because that's Steph Curry. Millions of people betting on Steph Curry. Jonte fucking Porter. If I fucking see that somebody put $50,000 on Jonte Porter to score under 5 points in the 10 minutes that he gonna play this game, I'm looking at that like red flag. Wait, who the fuck just put 50,000 on Jonte Porter? That was Jonte Porter who fucking did this shit. Nigga, Jonte Porter don't even know if he gonna get minutes. It was his account. It was, bro. Don't let me find out that this nigga signed up with his on some Calvin Ridley shit. No, who was that? Who was the football player who did it? I think it was Calvin Ridley. I think it was Calvin Ridley.
That's really stupid.
Yeah, bro.
That's just like with the refs. The refs be getting fired for the same shit because they be betting on.
Shout out my man Tim Donaghy. I mean, that's thorough. I ain't gonna lie. If I was a ref, nigga, I'm calling. The refs be doing it. That's why there'd be so many bad foul calls during. I mean, but yo, just look at it like this, right? If you a ref, right, you don't even gotta like fuck the game over crazy. Just think about this, because if you watching an NBA, it's fouls all over the place, right? All you gotta do, say I take Joel Embiid under 35 one game. I'm a ref. All I gotta do is call 2 quick fouls in the first quarter. Now he on the bench for 8 minutes in the first quarter when he would have played those 8 minutes in the first quarter. So now he got less. And now if I call a foul on him, say at the end of the second, not even at the end of the second quarter, the middle of the second quarter, he got 3 fouls in the first half. They're gonna bring him out. No, granted, obviously, if he's not having a game where he's just super hot and they just keep him in, but most likely it's not going to be like that, right? I got him under 35. He was averaging 35 this year, right? So I got him under 35, right? And I get this nigga 3 fouls in the first quarter. Y'all can't say that I was cheating, because if you look, you're gonna be able to find fouls. If you screwing up, if you zoom in on every play, you're gonna be able to find the foul. So it's not like I cheated. Like, nigga, what? I gave this nigga 3 fouls earlier in the game. I didn't even cheating, but that's a bag, nigga. What? As long as you don't overdo it and put like 20,000. I don't know how much the boy Jonte Porter was. I was using 50,000, but like, nigga, even if a nigga put $2 on Jonte Porter, I'm fucking. Who the fuck bet on Jonte Porter? That's shit, man. What? That's not my account. What's your relationship with that nigga? What? I don't even, bro. Jonte Porter, nigga. You'd be better off betting on Jeremy Lin in China, nigga. You fucking not betting on no Jonte Porter. Bro, Shohei Ohtani, he funny as shit too. You heard about him? Yo, so he had his man. So imagine me, I'm Shohei Ohtani and you my man. You come over from Japan. Hey, bro, I mean, I'm feeling 2 home runs today. You know? This is manager. Bro, it's not legal, bro. You can't, you know, because if I tell you, say I'm not feeling no home runs and I don't even try to get home runs. I don't even know the full story of Shohei Ohtani. I just know his man got caught up. They said $4 million went missing out of Shohei Ohtani's account. This nigga, the Japanese baseball player. Basically, this nigga Shohei Ohtani got caught betting on himself, but he had to, like, his man took the gun for him on some shit, and he me no speak it or English. They were saying that's why. Yeah. Exactly, bro. That nigga, me no speak no English. Me speaking no English. That's what that nigga did. He said, yeah, no speak English. China man, we all speaking no English. Like, that's what that nigga did, bro. Like, that nigga, bro. So his man, like, yo, I don't even, and then he like, well, we didn't notice the $4 million that came out of the account. No, bro. This nigga Shohei was out here moving nasty. And you know what's the problem with us Americans? And I fully admit to this, we think his niggas got accents or they speak in broken English that they dumb. Bro, I swear to God, in my last year of high school, I went to like this trade program, electrical mechanical engineering and shit. It was this guy from like Ethiopia, right? His English was terrible, sounded like a fucking weirdo. Like, you know what I mean? Bro, I swear, bro, this man, he spoke broken English, bro. He just came over to the United States. He literally was like a genius, like a super genius, bro. Like, he fucking had like 3 doctorates, like 2 masters, And it's crazy because you know when them niggas come over, none of the educational shit transfer over into America, right? So he literally in class with high schoolers who doing this fucking program because we just signed up with a paper in high school. This nigga is literally a super genius, and I'm looking at him. I'm looking down on him because he's speaking broken English. Bro, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, niggas be just thinking that because niggas got broken English or they don't speak it well that they dumb. This nigga Shohei was robbing these niggas. He just signed that large ass deal where he was going to get paid like $70 million a year, but they put it on the back end of his contract. That nigga knew he like, yeah, I could afford that because I'm getting y'all. I'm already getting y'all on this fucking sports bet, dummies. And y'all think because I got a I don't know what I'm doing, stupid. And now he playing I don't speak your English. Bro, we don't even know if that nigga the same age that he say he is, bro. Where his hoes at? What you think his hoes look like? You think he fuck black girls? If I was Asian, I would fuck mad black girls. If I was Asian, I would come in mad black girls. Just beautiful babies. Blasians, bro. Where would you rank them amongst women? Yeah. Top 2, top 3, top 1, top 5. I got them top 2. Indians are fire. So you said blacks, Hispanics, Indians.
So top 4, then I'll say Asians.
I ain't gonna lie. I seen
I'm including like Africans.
No, I think Africans drop them. I mean, I love black girls, but that tinge of white that was added from the rapes from slavery, it make the black bitches better. No, not them 100% or not them 100%. You know what I mean? Africans. I can't get jiggy with them. You say Asians are made from white people? What they just sleepy whites? Nah, cause Asian is one of the 3 races. It's really only like 4 races. No. Nah. Then that's basically saying everybody is descendants of blacks then, because people started in the Africas. Nah, I can't get with that. So you telling me I could get with a white bitch and say she black, bro? We all came from niggas.
There are whites that are black.
Yo, shut up. Shut up. Nah, shut up. Who? Elon Musk? Just because he was born in Africa?
It's whites that don't even look white, but they white.
No, you know that is true.
It's whites that don't look white, but they white.
No, that is true because I do got white. Like my uncle passed away a few weeks ago. We went to his funeral. It was 3 white people. It was three white people at our joint.
That's why I said, if we want to separate whites from everybody, we can.
And she was like legit. Like she wasn't like my 5th cousin down the line. Like her grandma. So my grandmom was her grandmom's cousin. So it's like she's that close. Like it's not like, oh, my grandmom was her great cousin. No, like her grandmom.
And then we downplay talking like saying that freaking the whites was raping us. We was fucking with whites, bro. We gotta stop trying to push that in there.
The whites, no, bro. Yeah. Let me get back to sports, bro, because you're not gonna cape for white people on this podcast. I will find a new producer. You're not gonna cape for what they did. What they did to us was wrong. I ain't want to say to us. I appreciate them raping the blacks because, like, nigga, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for that though. I'm gonna be honest. I would not be born.
You would have been born, bro.
Or would I have been born? For all I know, it could have been. Listen, for all I know. Because it was definitely a man. So, we all really come from the man, for real. The women just incubate us and hold us. So, yeah. So, the man, whoever did that to, whatever white man did that to my ancestor woman, I could have been white. If he never did that to a black girl and he used his nut on a white chick, I would have went down that, line of genetics. And I would have been a white boy. You know what I'm saying? So, thank you, white great grandpa. No, I'm not saying I'm because what he did was horrible. So I'm not going to say like, you know what I mean? Exactly. Thank you for doing that horrible deed. Cause like we can say thank you for a lot of horrible deeds. I got this phone for literally for child slavery in China. Thank you. This podcast isn't possible without, Chinese babies dying from, labor camps and stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? All this shit come from China. So I do appreciate, the misdeeds and the atrocities of humanity because they make my life easier. Like, you know what I'm saying? I really like these shoes. I know for a fact that this shit wasn't made in the factory in America. You know what I mean? So I do appreciate the atrocities, but I can acknowledge that they were atrocities. You feel me? Back to Shohei Ohtani. Back to sports. That was the historical segment of the We Don't Miss podcast. And if you did not like it, skip it. Ho. Just put a trigger. Before we start dropping more words, just put a trigger warning. You know what I mean? Right before we get into this topic. You know what I'm saying? But no, like, damn, I just gotta go to a different topic. I don't even know how we got. I don't even know how we got there, bro. But we did it. I think we did it perfectly. Rashee Rice, come on, bro. Rashee Rice, bro. You really was out here. So for people who don't know,
that conversation started because we was talking about the Bulls sports. We started talking about Asians.
We started talking about Asians. Oh, because I said Blasians. Cause I asked. Wait, all right. So before we get to Rashee Rice, I'm going back. Cause I asked you, do you think Shohei Ohtani fuck black bitches? Right. And you was like, damn, he made beautiful babies. Then I said, do you think what's the top? I mean, all right. But all right. So let me get to my top 5 races. Number 1, island blacks. Fire. They definitely up on the score. The island blacks. I mean, like the Caribbean, like the Barbados type Jones, them island gals, if you will. Number 2 is black and Asians. They number 2. I know I might just be giving ethnicities, but I don't give a fuck. Number 3 is mommies, the mommies. I think, to be honest, this is how I look at it with the mommies, bro. I think they hit on a higher conversion rate than every other race. Like, there are more Hispanic 7 and 8s than any others. But as far as the 10s, like when you get to the peak of them and the peak of blacks look better. So the best looking blacks look better than the best looking Hispanics. You feel me? Like, in my opinion, like Beyonce is better than Sofia Vergara. You feel me? Beyonce is bad. Like, Rihanna is better than Salma Hayek type shit. But like, if you see a 7 down Philly or a 7 or a mommy Joan, you like, oh yeah, she better. You feel me? That's how I feel. So mommy's 3. Number 4, I'm with you on the Indians, bro. It's this one Instagram page that I follow called like Voompla or whatever, and they just be like, it just like be the Bollywood actresses and models and over there, nigga. Cause they be having some ass on them too sometimes. The only thing about them, they always got bad feet. And I've been into feet lately. Yeah, I've been into feet lately. Shout out my boy Cam. You mean, redacted days. I still be seeing you feet. You mean, but you mean, like, they got bad feet. Like they got the monkey thing. They got the finger tools. Like, I mean, yeah, it's a bad joint. And they butts be a little boxy sometimes. Like it might be cheeks back there, but it's boxy. It's length. It's rectangular a little bit. You feel me? So the Indian Jones, yeah. And number and number 5. Should I fuck up the game? Gotta go to the whites, bro. I'm gonna tell you why I say the whites. I have a weird thing for redheads, for gingers. That's like my foot fetish. That's like my pee fetish. That's like redheads are the foot fetish of liking women. Yeah, some niggas like that. I wanna pee on somebody. Would you ever do that?
Would I ever do it?
Yeah.
If it was asking me,
yeah.
But I don't think I would call it a fetish.
No, I'm not saying do you have a fetish. I'm just saying would you do it? Like, though people do have the fetish where they crave it, like they like it.
Like, I need to pee.
I don't think with fetishes anybody need it, but I want it. But
I think if it's a fetish, it's a need. Like You
think so? You think so? Okay. Yeah, but I do want. I would like to pee on somebody, just to see if like. No, what it do to them? It's more like a degradation thing to them. It's like, yeah, you fucking filthy bitch. Yeah, I just pissed on you. Yeah, spit on her face a little bit, like one like kind of spit pee combos on fire. Spit pee combos on fire. I'm not gonna lie. Spit pee combo. Shit, damn. Yo, stop talking to me like that. You got me in my head like that. Oh, my fault. I ain't even mean to do that. Yeah. But yeah, redheads, they 5. You know what I'm saying? Jessica Chastain, Bryce Dallas Howard. Tuh. Them freckles, yeah, your little delicate ass skin. Fuck you on the beach. No sunscreen. Yeah, I want your shit to burn. Yeah. Lay on the bed of cum, nigga. Fuck you talking about? Fuck a daffy. Said the daffodil and the daisy, bitch. Nothing on the grill. Lay on that. You know what I'm saying? You buddy, and you put your foot, you go like that. Lay on that. Yeah. Yo, back to sports, nigga. Stop. Yo. Yeah, I want to talk about women's basketball because since we already on sexual topics, because I'm about to sexualize the fuck out these ladies. Fuck the game. No. Yo, I was. What the fuck is this episode, bro? What the fuck just said? I like how the episode started like, yeah, so the 1-5 pick and roll, and then I'm talking about spreading fucking cum with my foot. Yo, hey, if you stay tuned, you like, oh shit, man, this shit got crazy. Yeah, but Caitlin Clark. Yo, no, I was watching the fucking Caitlin Clark game the other day, right? And I was my man came in who don't really keep up with sports like at all. And he was like, he looked at us, he was like, y'all niggas watching women's basketball? Like, what's up? I was like, nigga, you don't know about her. And I pointed her out on the TV. He was like, oh, the one that looked like a bird? I'm like, yeah. And he was like, I was like, bro, she shoot that bitch like Curry, nigga. Like, she really like that. And for the niggas who watched the game, she did a move during the game where she hit the tween step back 3. And it was right after, it was like 5 minutes after he asked her while we was watching it. I'm like, bro, she really like that, bro. Like, not only is she the best college women's basketball, but she probably the best college player in the nation, period. Like, men or women's. Like, she like that for real. Yeah. Juju a freshman, so she over Juju just because Juju's a freshman. She got a lot of so prime example. So in the game that just happened, Caitlin Clark, to start the game, she wasn't shooting good at all. Like, they was not letting her get her shots off. Nigga, they had every defender, they beating her up and all that. Somehow she still was able, she was getting assists, she was finding ways, she was getting in where she fit in, bro. Like, she was getting like layups, she was running off the ball like Steph Curry do. Like, she was getting not open buckets, but she was getting enough space off the off ball movement, getting buckets and all that. Juju, in her last game right before she got eliminated, she had kind of the same thing where they was making it real hard for her to even do anything. Right, so when she was doing that, like, she was still, getting her a few buckets here and there, but you could see, like, she wasn't making it. Like, it wasn't landing for her. And then at certain point at the end of the fourth quarter, she started to push it together. Like, oh well, okay, so they denying me, they making it hard for me to get open space. If I just attack these niggas, like, you saw her make that mental adjustment in her head. Like, if you watch the game, so she started getting to the free throw line a lot. Like, she started going to the line crazy, and that was the difference. Like, she was literally figuring out the problem as it was happening. Caitlin Clark, as the game started, she wasn't making shit, but she was still impacting the game way crazier on other fronts on the game. And then eventually she started hitting her threes. She started going crazy. But she was able to navigate the tough time to where it was getting her shit to start falling. The team was down. It wasn't until she finally figured it out and she finally start getting her own shots off to where the team took the lead and they eventually won that game. With freaking 2. So yeah, 61-59 or yeah, one of them. So she figured it out, and then that's when they took off. Juju, her team lost because she never really figured it out. So that's the difference. You know what I'm saying? She just got more experience. So that's why she over Juju. But Juju is more craftier though. Like Juju, yeah, she nice. She remind me of like Diana Taurasi. That's the woman, WNBA GOAT. But yeah, but no, fuck all that. Listen, I'm watching that game, and I made one out of everything I seen when I was watching Iowa versus UConn is women's basketball. Over the years, it has enjoyed like a nice increase in attention. And I just want to tell you this now. It will take off once the women in the WNBA and WNCAA all get ass. Like, it's this one joint, Hannah Stuckey. Nigga, her shit was nice out there. I'm like, I'm following her. Now, thank God she wasn't a bench player because I'd have been mad when they took her out the game. But she was actually getting buckets. I think she had 25 points. Nigga, the moment that the women playing basketball get better, not better, but better, that's when niggas gonna start watching the WNBA. Now the only thing is, they gonna have to figure out the rating situation after the second quarter, because by then niggas is gonna get their nuts, pow, pow, let that thing go. They not watching the game no more. I'll change the channel. I didn't let my shit off. So once that happen, then they gonna have a new problem. You know what I'm saying? We get to that, we cross that bridge when we get to it. But once the women get better, shout out Ted Cooper. Shout out to Angel Reese. I ain't gonna lie. Angel Reese got all the attention in the fucking world from the league, from college last year. Even before Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark was miles better than her last year. It wasn't really into the tournament where niggas was like, oh shit, Caitlin Clark like that. Niggas was talking about Angel Reese just because she had a little bit of ass and she was a little funny looking. She put that little skimpy one piece on. Niggas is like, oh, yeah, LSU, I'm there, I'm watching. Then it just happened. So niggas was like, oh shit. Niggas start watching the WNBA and college women's basketball because it was a little fire joint. And then it was like, oh shit, these games is actually kind of hard for real. Damn. Oh, who's this white bird looking chick? Yeah, they actually shoot. Nigga, somebody was looking at some little bad thing and they just happened to stumble upon Caitlin Clark and was like, oh shit, she kind of bad. Like, I mean, let me stay tuned. You mean I get buns in basketball? Like, for real. But yeah, no, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's my dream. Like, I want something that I could watch in the playoff, that I could watch a playoff to, and also touch myself to be honest. Sport, you know what I mean? Sports and cheeks. Sports, I'm gonna come up with a name for it. You know what I'm saying? Because I was watching the WNBA, not the WNBA, WWE. I understood why my dad only came downstairs when I was younger when the Divas came out. Them bitches was bad. Because listen, I ain't watched the WWE in years. I was a Mickey James guy myself. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, Mickey James is my baby. And when you found out that Mickey James had nudes, did you know she had nudes? She had posed for like a Playboy and like before she was, nigga, what? But I found out Mickey James had nudes, nigga. I'm not even gonna say what you said on mic, cause you think niggas think they dissing them now. Imagine if I say that. But I agree. But I do agree. If they quit the feedback, then fuck it. You mean, fuck them niggas. But nigga, what's the chick name with the long ponytail? You know what I'm talking about? Belair? No, from now. It's a new, she a black John. And she got long ass ponytail. I think her name is like the Queen of Bel Air. Like I think or the Princess of Bel Air. Her name got Bel Air in it. I think it's like Princess Bel Air. It's like a flip on the Prince of Bel Air. But yeah, I think her name like Princess Bel Air. Whatever her name is, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I don't follow WWE. I literally just watch it because she bad. Somebody sent me a vid of the joint Jade Cargill, and she just like fucking beefy as shit. Like she shredded, but she look a little sexy though. I'm like, oh. And it's this one joint, Nikita Lyons, nigga, white chick, blondie. fat ass butt. Nigga, I said, oh, I gotta get back at the WWE. I ain't gonna lie, I'm shooting this right now when WrestleMania is going on in Philly. I forgot. What I want to do say is, somebody tell me the name. I was watching, cause you know, Sean just came to the crib. So my man just came from his crib. He stayed with us for a day, and he heavy into WWE. He had it on. I was watching the college basketball game, but it was on the TV. Nigga, first of all, did you know that the fucking big ass Big Show niggas is doing like high flying trips off the ropes now? Bro, I said, nigga, I might have to get back in the WWE. They did like a Royal Rumble joint, bro. I don't know who this nigga is, and if y'all know, tell me. He got like a beard, like a big ass Sunni white. He a white guy, look like a Viking. Got the big ass Viking beard. He got like braids. He got like a ginger type hair. Yeah, and he wear like this Celtic get up. It's like fur and all that. This nigga was doing high kicks and roundhouse kicks, bro. He was doing rope flips on the ground, bro. He got off the top rope and did a backwards somersault off the top rope. I said, yo, nigga, I swear to God on my grandma, I was mesmerized by that shit, bro. I'm like, yo, when I was younger, bro, Mark Henry, Big Show, Umaga, Big Daddy V, Rikishi, all them niggas, bro, they didn't do nothing. They just stood in the middle of the ring and was big. The only time you seen that nigga leg lift up was when Big Show did the big boot joint. This nigga did a spinning roundhouse kick to some boy here. I said, oh shit. Then you know how they do the shit where they throw each other off the ropes, because he was facing another big boy and he had like a leotard. Like he kind of harder to explain because he literally just had a regular leotard on. He was just big. Yeah, just a regular looking. He wasn't as distinctive as the other boy I described, right? But he threw him against the ropes and he was about to like clothesline him. The nigga did a fucking frontward somersault off the ground. I said, what in the Kung Fu fucking Panda? These niggas going crazy. Nigga, I legit stopped watching the fucking college game for a little bit. I started watching that. I'm like, yo, this shit is crazy. And then there was another nigga, I don't even remember him because they threw him out the ring, but he did a fucking Sweet Chin Music. I said, Rey Mysterio's son wrestle? Damn, how old is this nigga Rey Mysterio? Damn. I heard Rey Mysterio talk. That nigga sound like a fucking former meth addict. He does like that. His son is like a villain. Really? Yeah, he like beat up his pops. Yeah, he beat up his pops. Word. Nah, they got the storylines going crazy. I might have to get back into WWE. I just can't because it's not thorough. The bitches. Is he short like his dad, or is he taller? I think he's a little bit taller than him. Like a little bit taller, as in he's still short, just taller than his dad, or he just tall? Regular, he's actually a tall boy. Oh, all right. I'm about to say, Rhea Ripley is that golf looking chick, right? Rhea Ripley is that golf chick, right? Well, yeah, I'm not into that vampire aesthetic. That shit kind of scary to me. Yeah. I think I did see a video of her poking her ass out, though. That shit kind of look a little... She got a video on her page where she fucking threw her ass into the shorty face like Rikishi. Mm-hmm. Rikishi. You take her face away from it, it's terrible. Well, yeah. I put my thumb in that. I put my thumb in that, but say no. Last shit I'm really going to talk about is Rashee Rice. Rashee fucking Rice, bro. This shit, I'm not even going to serious it out, to be honest, because it's... So this nigga Rashee Rice, him and his man was racing. He had the Corvette and his man had the Urus. In case you don't know who Rashee Rice is, that's the wide receiver from the Chiefs that just won the Super Bowl, and he from Philly. Shout out him, right? He got Philly niggas looking stupid. Meek already doing that right now. So any other Philly niggas that's doing it on top, it's like, come on, bro. Can we just get a break? Can niggas just not laugh at Philly for a fucking year? Like, niggas, like, as a tough city, we be getting a lot of licks thrown at us. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bidding on us type shit. Just because we be having goofy. Then we got Uzi fucking flamboyant ass just being himself and devil worshiping and shit. Or look like he about to devil worship. So it's like, it really be looking bad for Philly, man. But no, with Rashee Rice, him and his man, they was racing the Urus and the Corvette on the highway. Them niggas banged out and they caused like a 6-car pileup. Now, nobody really died or got crazy injured, but these niggas tried to flee the scene. That's the problem. These niggas try to flee the scene. I think the NFL gonna come down on this nigga. But to be honest, I want to play devil's advocate for a little bit. If I am a Super Bowl winning wide receiver, about to be a multi-million-dollar man, I should be able to cause a 6-car pileup because I'm celebrating my my Super Bowl win. Should I fled the scene of the crime? No. But, like, nigga, I'm better. Like, I don't know. I don't live in a world where everybody equal. I fully acknowledge that LeBron James is better than me. Not even necessarily that he's better than me as a person, but I just know that he get better treatment than me. He's greater than me. Like, the nigga is arguably the greatest basketball player of all time. He's better than 99.99999% of niggas who ever played basketball ever. And he's a billionaire. Obviously, it's like, bro, his role in society is just way greater than what I got going on. Potentially, I could come up with some shit that's, potentially I could do something that will elevate my status in society. But, nigga, you know what I'm saying? I'm working on it. Shout out to y'all niggas that's watching the pod. I fuck with y'all niggas. But, like, come on, bro. We got to be realistic. Why we always, like, this is what I say. I feel like niggas on the internet always live in this idealistic world. And it's like, oh, well, this should be this way. And nothing that you guys are saying is wrong. That's how we should be. Everything that y'all niggas be saying, like, oh, well, you shouldn't get preferential treatment. Bro, but let's just acknowledge the fact that the shit exists. And certain people deserve preferential treatment. Nigga, if I was the best receiver on the champion or the Super Bowl contending team, nigga, and if we won the bowl, I should be able to crash out. You mean, and potentially murk somebody. You know what I'm saying? Not a Henry Ruggs situation where the girl was like burning in her car alive, but like, I mean, if you crash and you broke your elbows, like, come on, yo, sacrifice. You mean, chalk that up to the game. Say no, I'm just talking shit. I think the league, they going, what's the punishment? Because he fled the scene, so the punishment for that nigga gonna be crazy. The problem with these niggas is these niggas be thinking that they better. Like, no, in all honesty, I was just bullshitting. But these niggas actually think like they're like I know I was just joking and doing it in jest, but literally that's how these niggas feel. I honestly believe that. And I'm gonna keep it a bean. I've been in certain positions where I was like I was like on an elevated status, or I was put on a pedestal, and due to whether it because I had a lot of money, or because I was really skilled in a particular thing that I was doing, or because I had a lot of knowledge about a certain thing, whether it was any of those things, and all of those circumstances, when I had a lot of money, and I'm saying, when I was with a shorty, I had a lot of bread. She and the shorty like, come on, yo, you should be lucky that you even with me type shit. And I was moving a certain type of way, really letting it get to my head, for real. Now, realistically, I should have been like, yo, I should have still been like, yo, Jay, money come and go. Like, come on, don't be that guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's harder said than done. I'm not I hate the world that we live in, to where everybody has to be a perfect version of themselves. I'm not a perfect version. I'm not a perfect person. I have many flaws. Sometimes I could get caught up in the hype. Sometimes I could be a little less hype than I should be. Sometimes I look down on myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to cape for Rashid Rice, but I really genuinely believe that, because like I said, he's from Philly, bro. He's a young guy from Philly, around my age. He's from Philly. I kind of know how Philly niggas think around my age, for real. You give one of them niggas money, and you give one of them status, and you also are the best receiver on this champion. No, wide receiver. Let me not say receiver, because it's Travis Kelce. But you best receiver on the championship team, and you get him, and you know you about to cash out. You know you about to get mad bread. You probably just got a Super Bowl bonus, mad endorsements or whatever. I know for a fact, bro, that you might just be smelling yourself a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Now, the league gonna come down on him hard. The league gonna treat him like, the league gonna do him crazy. The league gonna, cause you gotta think, bro, after the Henry Ruggs situation last year, that story was tragic, because not only did he hit the girl's car in the rear, apparently like the car set aflame so she couldn't get out, and so basically she burned to death. Well, she probably died from smoke inhalation, but she burned to death. And apparently like she was screaming on the scene. This nigga drunk as shit, don't even really know what's going on. So I know for a fact probably they gonna come down on him. You know what I'm saying? Like with the hammer, like they going 8 games, 6 games. I'll probably say 6 games. And it's kind of fucked up for the Chiefs, and I don't even want to make it about football because literally it was a dangerous situation. Niggas really need to tighten the fuck up. I was listening, Core got this song, he literally said, I'm sure they don't know they the reason I always locked in and I never got jammed up. He was talking about his fans. Bro, certain niggas move with intention. Certain niggas move like they got something special and they want to keep it. I'm not even gonna say he wasn't moving like that. He was just living in the moment. Everybody do it. Like, I ain't even gonna make it seem like he just being a dickhead and he just trying to throw his shit away. No, he's being a human and he's living life, learning from his mistakes. Now, the thing about that, when you say niggas be learning from their mistakes, the problem be, sometimes, no matter what the fucking mistake was, a mistake might be too big for you to learn from and snap back realistically. Like, sometimes it's chalk. It's over. Like, you can't do nothing about it. It's done. And luckily for him, this wasn't one of those mistakes. This was one where, you know what I'm saying, like, he may be, he going to suffer the consequences for it, but he going to really be able to snap back. Luckily, nobody died. But him fleeing the scene is crazy because that in itself is a crime. But we'll see. I want to keep up with it for real. Sixers are playing Memphis Grizzlies right now. I just want to say also, too, shout out to fucking Kelly Oubre, bro. He just been really holding the Sixers together. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to wrap it up right here. I don't got no more topics. I mean, I got some shit. Hey, I got some shit coming up soon. I got, potentially a guest on the works. That's been, we don't miss. Excuse our little kinky segment in the middle of the pod, of the sports pod. But, that's just a little extra for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm out this joint. I'll holler at y'all next week. 2 episodes.